What up, you guys? This is the Authentic Empress. Okay, listen. Yes. I know I've been trolling. But to my defense, like I've been in, the cool, the sexy, cool, energy. Like, you feel me? But it's like crazy, cool, sexy, crazy, cool. You feel me? But crazy was associated with Left Eye. And y'all know Left Eye was the more enlightened one of the bunch. Left Eye was targeted because of her spiritual enlightenment, exposure of the truth, and how she was using her influence to impact people positively and towards soul growth and evolution. Sidebar. Um, say what? So, baby, tell me what's up. Hey. Mm, my soul to keep, the passion's deep and filled with heat. Hey, I barely get enough time. You know me by my how I stack 'em and shine. A lot of contenders they try to end up in my world. A reputation known as the untouchable girl. I'm moving on and I'm trying to make a change in my ways. Be the best that I can be to last me all of my days, so we can blaze pathways or just take our time. Better holler if you hear me, cause our fire gon' shine. My eyes don't lie, see how they see when you pass me by. You and I don't need permission to be unified. Shawty, I done seen and heard of many places. Then I traveled around the world, seen many faces. Don't let another one get near me if you wanna be true, and show me that nobody else can do it better than you. So if you're serious, I'm curious to see what you got. My love is furious, cause I believe in blowing up spots. Imagine people who are dark, sinister, okay? Um, mean spirited or doing things secretively to harm somebody, cause discomfort, defame somebody's reputation or character, or how people treat them, encourage people to mistreat them, okay? To abuse them. Think about the destiny swappers, the abusers of magic and witchcraft and sorcery and whatever. Like, we talk about this all the time. Think about people who call themselves getting vengeance and revenge unrighteously. Imagine somebody doing something to you, it backfiring because you're protected, okay? And then trying to blame the backfires on you, or create this narrative that the backfires are you doing some type of witchcraft or sorcery to them. Okay. That's what it's giving. It's giving that the angels in divine essences are trolling. Yo, like these demons that these people have opened themselves up to, like, cause it's giving legion. It's giving legion. It's giving several. It's giving, don't you want the after party? Hey, don't stop. You ain't gotta stop. They wanna stop now. They wanna stop now. But the demon's like, don't stop. You ain't gotta stop. Hey, don't stop to the music drop. Rock with me. Don't you want the after party? I can a party. Hey. It's given that there was this scream of parties going on in somebody's temple. In somebody's body, somebody's vessel. They was with the shits. They was on demon time. They was on that shape shifting shit, masquerading themselves as one way. Okay? Being on demon time behind the scenes. In the dark, in the shadows. Yeah. But now they can't rid themselves of the entities. They can't get the demons out the house, so they just vandalizing the house. Motherfuckers looking crazy. Motherfuckers hairline, you feel me? I'm back. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I had to get my DoorDash. Anyway, so y'all, they can't get demons to leave. They can't. Now that was a side message. I didn't think I was gonna get up on here saying that, but I guess it's relatable. I guess it's still relatable to the message when you think about it. So what I was going to say, so another side message. When it says laugh now, cry later. When it says that, you know, you will get the last laugh in the situation. Right, 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 right. When it says that, right? Yeah, we may cry first because motherfuckers really be up to no good. Like motherfuckers really be, creating circumstances and situations and narratives and outcomes, to have you treated as if, you're a horrible person or like you really out here like you're the cheater, you're the abuser. You're the manipulator. Like you legitimately did things to warrant certain behaviors or treatment from people that would be associated with people who do real crimes. People who like really hurt people out here on purpose. And being somebody who's doing the opposite, you out here healing people more than hurting anybody. It's like if you hurt somebody, it's more so like, okay, they did some shit they ain't had no business doing. Or you hurt them by telling them the fucking truth. And, that hurt was more so self generated. Didn't really directly have anything to do with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's something like that. Not you planning, plotting, scheming, gathering others to will intentional harm, conflict, discord, okay, discomfort on somebody or targeting somebody who don't fucking deserve the shit. Like you not just out here living life like that. Okay? So clock it. Okay, but think about this. Imagine, well, like let's really think about it. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. So you know how by crafting deception and lies on you, by committing and devoting themselves to obsessing over who you are or being committed to these lies and extending these lies and creating more lies to support the other lies or make the lies seem as truth or more believable to will the outcome that they are hoping for or that they are sowing toward, right? So harassing you, wanting to embarrass you, wanting to humiliate you, participating in images, projecting things onto you, or for example, let's say somebody, I'm just easy example. Somebody wants somebody that you're dealing with, so they go and tell this person you're all type of whore, all type of hoe, you fucking somebody like every week, you fucking multiple people a week, you got proof, they don't went as far as creating fake text messages, for some people out there, you got people creating AI generated videos, like really committed, creating fake profiles, pretending to be you, contacting this person, acting like they're you, being disrespectful, unruly, cruel, you get what I'm saying, like being very manipulative and so much so to the point that they make it slightly believable or they're willing to do spells or witchcraft in order to cause confusion and delusion. Okay? Like, it's a whole lot of that going on. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. It's a whole lot of that going on. But, 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 that person that you're doing that to, y'all want to see? Y- y'all want to see me a little bit? Y'all want y'all want to see? Okay. That person that you're doing that to is a light. They're a light, a lantern. And even though this person's been minding their business and minding their path and minding their purpose and minding their connections and relationships and minding their job, okay? Minding their career, minding their body, their mind and their soul. Motherfuckers insist on trying to force themselves into somebody's energy or things that are associated or connected with that person. Okay? It's almost like the toxic parent, that's giving unrequited advice or unsolicited advice. Nobody asks for it. You get what I'm saying? And especially the ones who are doing it with some type of ill will or ill intentions. Okay? Okay? So, so, because look, let's say the divine collective, the pure-hearted soul, okay, which means your intuition is a lot more cleaner, your discernment is a lot more cleaner, a lot more sharper, a lot more accurate, okay, because you're not sowing seeds of delusion, you're sowing seeds of healing, shadow work, okay, polluting yourself, polluting your heart, polluting your body from trauma, like sexual trauma, all types of abuse, physical, whatever. Mental magic or mental abuse, psychological abuse. You're somebody who diligently loves and cares for yourself enough that you're doing your due diligence to purify those things, meaning you can see better. You see, meaning your light is not, we got an example right here. We got an example right here. Peep this. Look at this, right? Perfect example. Meaning your light is bright, right? Opposed to this. And even when they manage to get you to that point, your light is still lighting. The glow is still glowing, right? But when you do your due diligence, when you go through all that shade and all the lies and stuff that they casted upon your energy, okay, try to dirty up your energy, throw shadows and veils over who you are, try to create some type of blindness to who you are. But when you cleanse that away, you cry it out, you talk it out, you ground yourself, you do sound healing frequencies, you burn your sage, you Palo Santo, incense, you drink your teas, you pray, you read the word of God, you know what I'm saying? Affirmation, everything that you do. Okay, you still sow seeds of goodness and righteousness and love, right? You see how that light get back brighter? But that light never go out, even when it gets low. Yeah, you see how that go? You see how that go? Okay, I'm making sure you saw how that go. So imagine people wanting to continue harassing you because they want you to feel threatened. The end goal is for you to feel uncomfortable, for you to experience discomfort, for you to feel threatened by them, like you need to walk on eggshells around them. You need to be careful over here, right? When it's really them that need to be careful over here. They really need to be careful while they're trying to bombard themselves in the light. So it's given. The soul naturally goes into this come as you are, or that redemptive, like wanting to redeem themselves, but they make the mistake. They make the mistake. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why you trying to bombard yourself into the collective's energy, an altar, right? Or their blessing. So let's say people are witnessing how somebody loves you, right? Or things about you that are lovable. And so they want to mimic or steal those things and then pollute that about you, or create lies about it. But they want to mirror ways of your personality, your essence, okay? Because of how people love you, the love that it attracts, the luxury that it attracts, right? So think about it. Or they want to take a partner because of how that person treats you, or they recognize the benefits of that particular person and they want it for themselves. You get what I'm saying? But, but, you see what you see in the background of this lover card. You see that sun? You see that angel? You see that light? So you don't think love spells? See, here's my thing. Here is my thing. You see, what do you see? What stands out in this picture with the Queen of Pentacles? She's surrounded by light, luminescence. What stands out in this Lover's card? Surrounded by light, luminescence, enlightenment, right? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Because even with this conflict, magic, chaos, okay, harassment, conflict, okay? Even with all that competition, all that, what do you see? This is happening in what? The daytime, in the light. Oh, you thought you was gonna do something in the dark type shit? You thought you was gonna move in the dark? Look at the moon, baby. You don't them background don't the skies look similar? They're still light, even in the nighttime. You see them two wolves and two weird ass looking dogs, funny ass looking dogs. You see that scorpion? What the fuck is the scorpion doing in the water? Why is a scorpion in the water? So, only to be left in this dark and gloomy state after being exposed. Damn. You wanted to be in the dark so bad. You thought you really believed you was in the dark and you was unseen. You really wanted somebody to be surrounded by dark and gloomy gray nights and gray. And you know something, it's necessary to say this as well. Um, so imagine somebody wreaking havoc or chaos in your life and actually under the illusion that they're getting away with it, right? You know, they feel like, well, it don't really matter if you see what they're doing because, you know, they feel empowered by having someone else or having others work with them to convince the outsiders, you know, of the illusion that they're broadcasting about you. You know what I'm saying? So they believe that because they have numbers, that it will override the truth in the situation. It will override your ability of even recognizing, acknowledging, identifying, and speaking the truth. That's really what they think. So they really feel like if they can just lie better and cover their ass with the lies, and there's nothing you can cover, especially if you're using deception. You can't cover no darkness with darkness when it involves a person of the light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Whoa, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. The song said little light. Ain't nothing little about that light, baby. I mean, even when it seems little, ain't nothing little about it. See, here's the thing. Little light is equivalent to David in his small stature defeating a giant, Goliath, a raging giant, a raging, arrogant, prideful giant. So you could think that's the giant is somebody that's equivalent to somebody swelling up with false sense of power, false authority, false influence, false, confidence. Haughty, when the pride just fluctuates and gets bigger, bigger, bigger. But what God said was inevitable after that pride, fall. There is a guaranteed expected fall. Yes. And it's going to be a hard fall. Think about a giant falling. Think about a giant falling. That motherfucker might fall through the earth. Fuck around, fall through the earth type shit. With his big ass. With your big ass head. And I'm saying your big ass head because motherfuckers really be like swelled up by the lies. Swelled up with pride. Shaking my head, bruh. And it's unfortunate because some people get on that path, due to some type of trauma. But some people get on that path due to enabling, like somebody just enabling their bad behavior. Okay, people growing up around others around them where that's the norm. It's the norm to be messy. It's the norm to be dirty. But it's the norm to masquerade as light. It's the norm to cover everything up with money and materials and labels and designer and brands and clout and, attention and others. Think about people blending themselves in with a crowd. That's their norm that they grew up with. That's their norm. And nobody really clocked it, checked them. You feel me? Because they attract and surround themselves with other people where that's their norm. So there's a lot of enabling going on and no true accountability taking place. There's enabling and escapism, but escaping externally, not escaping within. Oh, shit, bruh. So imagine them trying to escape into your energy and they think they're going to steal anything that belongs to you, any blessings that God has given you, any love that God has for you or that God has given you. Nothing shall separate you from the love of God, nor height, nor depth. Nothing. Nothing. Nor group, nor bullying, nor harassment, nor humiliation attempts, nor rituals, nor witchcraft, nor sorcery, nor groupthink, nor your enabling of toxicity, sex magic, sex rituals, money. Nothing shall be able to separate the chosen one from the love of God. Even if you think you're going to separate the love of others away from that chosen one, nothing shall be, nothing, nobody, no place, no thing shall be able to separate the pure-hearted soul from the love of God. And when that person has the love of God and God's favor, it overrides everything this world has to offer. Clock it. Clock that shit. You better clock that D, baby. Clock it. Clock it. Clock it. Clock it. So I know it's been coming off like I've been trolling, but y'all have to understand. I have consciously, for majority of my life, chosen to heed and answer the call from God. Several calls. You know, talk to God more than any of y'all. I've talked to God more than anybody that's walking this planet. Just saying. Just saying. With that being said, if we are supposed to be temples of God, listen to what I just said. A temple of God. Temple of God. And God said that he puts his spirit within us. That don't mean he stay up in there. If you're creating conditions and circumstances, and you get what I'm saying, like conditions that are not capable for the Holy Spirit or the Spirit of God to thrive, he's not going to remain there. He's going to leave. Just like Yeshua left and went into the desert. He's going to leave. Why remain there when he can go into a temple that's more appropriate to house his big energy? The point is, divine beings, while you're playing with these demonic spirits, divine spirits, divine ancestors, divine angels, archangels, the Most High God himself, the elements, dwell within my temple at all times. And God is what? All-knowing, all-seeing, omnipresent, omniscient. And with my will being to God's will, you know, there's some things he reveals to me. There's some things he don't reveal to me for a special reason or for a protective reason. You get what I'm saying? Or it's about timing. It's about timing. But one thing about motherfuckers trying to plot on the Queen of Indigo, this, let me show y'all this. One thing about motherfuckers trying to devise plans and schemes and plots on a Queen of Pentacles. This is the Queen of Pentacles as well. This could be a divine ancestor at any time. This could be the Queen of Pentacles. This could be a divine angel, archangel. This could be God himself. Hello. Before these things spring up, I shall tell you of them. Because I see it all. I see it, I hear it, and I know the faces. I know the names, I know the faces. I know the plans, the timing of the plans that is supposed to be executed. There's always, God sees it. God sees everything at all times. And he sees. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna know about your plan, sacrifices. Okay? Or attempts to sacrifice me. To betray. was sitting where? In that light. So boom. You know the catch of this? You see how is darker, is dimmer. Now this is completely dark. Okay, just like in here, the three when these people plotting, they're in the complete dark. They really thought they were really convinced that they were hidden. Not only are they in the dark, but they're inside of a building in the dark with cloaks on, in disguise and shit. And look at the divine being, also cloaked, also in the shadows. You see that golden rod? Mm-hmm. And you see that lantern. It's given, I see you, but you don't see me type shit. Then you come over here. Y'all see that star? You look. Let me get this scoop of intuition, this scoop of clarity, this scoop of discernment about. Look at all the angels and ancestors assigned to this person. Just bringing back revelations and truth and all of that. You get downloads, all type of downloads from the ethers. It's like you're seeing these people. Look, this is literally how it is. You see how they trying so hard to hide the shit. They cloak the shit. But look, in your sight as the star, they're new, they're naked, they're stripped of their cloaks and their veils, their illusions, their costumes, they're actors. But what I was gonna say is, look at all this light, all this growth here, all this fertility. You see that? You see how it's all connected? Look. Star. You see how it's all connected? Look, you know what's so funny? Even with this being in the quote unquote dark, right? Y'all see that light peeking back there? Y'all see that light in the in between? Y'all see that? Y'all see that water in that light? Y'all see that? Y'all see it? Oh, I was just making sure y'all see it. Look, this is how it literally is. Like the Most High, the divine angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, okay, they intrude, like, and this is you probably as well in the dream state. This is how your intuition showing up, okay? But your spirit family, boom, see it all, get all the scoop, fly on the wall energy, and they literally come like God hand delivers you. Look, is that not surrounding the Queen of Pentacles? You see, it's the same flowers, the same Garden of Eden type shit. God hand delivers you. Look, before these things spring up, I shall tell you of them. God hand delivers the Queen of Pentacles this grounded information, this undeniable truth, something that's gonna ground her energy. Okay, what they're trying to grow. Like, I'm gonna put this in your hands for you to transmute and alchemize star energy. Oh, what did I just say? I'm gonna put this in your hands for you to transmute and alchemize. Now, the Queen of Pentacles sitting here. So now she is the garden. So first, look at this. Look, oh my God, I love God so much, bro. Look at this. Look at this. You see the Ace of Pentacles? Like it's on the way. You see how it's still cloudy and gloomy. It's gray in the background. Look how God bringing the truth, bringing what's gonna stabilize. Look, on its way to you, traveling to you. Okay, this is where the Queen of Pentacles is. Travel the yellow brick road. Travel the yellow brick road. Hey girl. Hey my baby. Here, go ahead and take this. And you see, it went from gray to all this light. You see that? You see how even the gray in between, the gray area in between, right? The gray area in between. You see how this queen is still surrounded by light, even though there's a lot of gray being sown in between, or in front of her energy, she's still sitting in light, growth, steadfast, transmutation. So not only So it was this right here, and this is how you know the plot. Look, you look how they behind her. You see how they behind her back, trying to plot and shit, trying to plot oh my God! Look at the lovers, bro. You see how they was behind her back, trying to plot this right here, right? You see that person with that red? You supposed to be script. You don't even supposed to look like yourself. All the beauty magic that you ain't supposed to look like yourself, be yourself. You supposed to be out of here. You can't even tell that's the queen. You can't even tell. Only by her cloak. If I could just touch the hem of garnet. But look at that. Look at how you transmuted that. Okay? They wanted to strip you of who you actually are. They wanted to, you know, cast a whole illusion over who you really are, right? Only for God to put you in this. So you went from wearing this and being targeted, so now you're wearing this. He done gave you new attire. You don't even look the same anymore. You got a new crown, new attire. Look, it's a whole forest. You went from a garden to a forest. You are the garden. She got flowers and stuff on her garment. Everything. Level up, upgrade. Shaking my head, bruh. So, um, with that being said, you know, it's just interesting. It's like, oh, okay, so even if you felt like you know, was able to successfully create a gray area or confusion, illusions, da da da, and supposedly gain some type of benefits from that, like you borrowing energy type shit. You know, it's giving PPP loan type shit. That's what I give. That's what it was giving, PPP loan. And you scammed for that PPP loan. It's giving scam energy. It's giving scammer. It's giving scammy. Supposedly getting away with it for some time and wreaking havoc on people, you know, unfortunately, getting blood on your hands by involving other people in your scam. You get what I'm saying? Along the way, that ain't enough. You know, you're still greedy. You grow even more greedy, and this false sense of power and pride. You keep going until you fall, until you're caught, until you're arrested, until somebody retaliates for justice. Damn, it never fails. So it's given, you know, they just the greed, the desire to keep up with appearances. You get what I'm saying? The desire to compete, to replace, and all of that. Meaning they're still bombarding themselves. So even if you walked away from the situation, even if you let it go, you feel me? Like, they still was bombarding, still trying to ground this false narrative of you, trying to fight, you know, because the light, if you notice, the light is still around. The light is still there. The sun come up every fucking day, damn near. Even if you don't see the sun, you obviously know the sun is out because the sky is blue instead of black, right? And even in the night, you know, even when the stars don't show, even when you don't see the moon, there's still this eerie illuminescence, right? Or there's still street lights on, motherfucker. Street lights, porch lights, all that. Headlights. There's still lights in the night. So, dream state, astral realms, using other people, hiring hitmen, stalking, driving by somebody's house, you know, gang stalking online, whatever, making phone calls, try to sabotage somebody, whatever way or avenue you take, and that obsession, that consistency with trying to, you know, make somebody, drive somebody insane, or make somebody, you know, defile themselves, or give up on life, or humiliate themselves, or trying to humiliate somebody, like, and constantly, you realize you've just been bombarding yourself and all your skeletons and all your demons and all your secrets. You've just been constantly forcing yourself into the light, forcing yourself into exposure, forcing yourself into the sword of truth, the ace of swords. It's like you holding a sword. Like, all you really had to do was hold up the sword of truth, and this person literally just walk themselves into the sword. Like, damn, you don't feel that shit penetrating your skin? You don't feel it penetrating your skin and your chest and your heart? You still just gonna keep walking? And they just steadily walking, like they don't realize the sword is just penetrating deeper and deeper into their heart. They just keep walking towards it because they just gotta get to you. They wanna get under your skin. They wanna get to you so fucking bad. Shaking my head, bruh. Willing to hurt themselves, harm themselves, degrade themselves, kill themselves, make themselves ugly or funky or all type of shit. Lose shit. Like, okay, I don't think getting out of the grave you dug for collective, I don't think the way to get out of it is to keep digging further into the ground, dumbass. Okay, okay, all right, okay, okay. All right, I'm about to eat because I'm a Taurus. All right, all right. I'm gonna go back to minding my business. Okay, I'm a turn down the trolling. You feel me? But like I said, you feel me? It's my divine ancestors. They trolling because this is somebody who call. These are individuals who call themselves trolling me, trolling my platform. Okay, trolling my life. Okay, shaking my head. They wanted something from me so bad. They wanted my energy so bad. Well, you know what you got? You got my you got exposed by my intuition, my discernment. Okay? You got exposed by constantly trying to force yourself into my light, into somebody who's a truth speaker and a truth seeker. You got truth from me of who you are and what you've been doing. Since you wanted something from me so bad, I handed you the truth of who you are, what you're doing, what you did, the outcomes, what's to come. I handed you, hey, it's an equal give and take, right? I handed you exposure. I gave you exposure of your dumb ass. I gave you your whatever you sent over here, I returned it back to you. I mean, hey, that's what you wanted, right? In exchange. That's what you wanted. That's what you got. Conscious dreams.